Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey G.
And our girl is back on stage. Woo-hoo! Man, it's been a long time. Like a long time since she's performed the Eras tour,
I know.
right?
I felt so
like
empty. And we're about to, after this weekend, it's also going to be a long break.
Another long break.
Yeah.
It was nice, though, scrolling TikTok late at night when I should be asleep, and it's finally back to, like, a bunch of lives.
Yeah.
From the Eras tour, and it's, just people posting from being in the stadium. It was great that my algorithm, my feed was perfectly curated again.
And seeing all the outfits. Like, oh my gosh, I've been liking all of the, like, transition videos, like the outfit videos, so I think my algorithm knows that that's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been seeing all of the outfits for the Mexican Swifties. Oh my God, it's been amazing. I'm so happy that she's in Mexico. She's in
Yes,
Mexico
this
City.
is her first time going through. She did perform once during a cruise. She stopped during a cruise and performed one time in Mexico, and then that's it. She's never had stop through Mexico before. So it's been a long time coming.
Very exciting.
So we are still playing our game where we predict the surprise songs, and if you're correct, you get a point.
Uh-huh.
So, Anna, would you like to break down what happened on night one in Mexico City?
Well, yes, but also we need to have a meeting.
Oh, do we, before we get to
Yes,
this?
we do need
we
a show meeting.
We need to have a show meeting.
I have it in my notes to discuss it.
Well, because Amy, okay, off air before we started recording, Amy brought up a really good point. She asked me a question, and I said we need to bring it to the show meeting. So, Amy.
So my question is, was Thursday night one going to be separate from the next 3 nights' guesses? Or is it just a continuation? Because if it's a continuation, then I'm going to say Sweet Nothing for the half point, even though I know she's not going to play it again.
What?
I figured in my head, I figured last night counted. We were unclear what the rules were going to be, but I still assumed once we put in our vote that was our vote for the night,
right.
and that would go ahead and count. So if she plays anything that I guessed yesterday, if she plays Haunted this weekend, I'm still going to get a half a point.
Correct.
Okay.
But what we're saying is, since that's what we're doing, one of the next 3 nights, we can say Sweet Nothing, knowing she already played it, and therefore getting a half point. It's like it's a given half point.
Right.
Unless we all just agree to
Nick,
not
look at
say
Nick's face.
I
Nothing.
don't understand. What I don't understand.
It's about cheating the system.
Why are we making everything so complicated?
Because
It's
I want
everything-
the points. Because this is serious, Nick.
I mean, sure, go for it, sure.
But here's
it
the thing.
sounds like
Okay.
that's what y'all want to do,
Okay.
so go
No,
for it.
it was just a question.
It's not what I did.
Just a question.
It's not what I did. I have all new guesses and not the same ones that she's already performed.
So
That's totally fine.
So I just want to know if I'm going to get a half point if I say Sweet Nothing.
Because I'm with Amy because I also would like a half point.
Okay, then I'll say Sweet Nothing too, and then we'll all just get half points.
That's what we're saying. Like, is that allowed, or do we want to
But if
not
we're all
make that
going to do
allowed?
it, then why do it?
But Lacey's not going to do it.
Okay.
I'm not doing it. I'm sticking to my predictions. I don't need to cheat to win.
It's not a
cheating.
cheat. I'm asking to see if it's going to be counted.
But okay, here's the other thing. None of us said Sweet Nothing for last night, so we could all just agree to not say Sweet Nothing, so nobody gets the half point.
Okay, so that's what I want to know. So that I can have my guesses ready.
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Amy, you and I need to agree.
I say
Because if you do it, I do it. But if you don't do it, then I won't do it.
No,
Wow, so it's all
no,
on
you
Amy.
tell me.
No, you
No, you
no,
tell
you tell
me.
me.
I'm not saying.
Where do you want to eat? No, where do you want to eat?
Well,
Where do you want to
it doesn't matter because we rotate this way
Let's-
anyway, so I'll just go off of what Amy does.
No, Lacey, you decide.
I was not thinking that way like y'all. So I do not have Sweet Nothing as my guess so I can get half a point. I have no points
Then
from
that's
last
just a
night.
missed opportunity.
Okay? Well then go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the question.
No, I'm with you.
Do whatever your conscience feels
I
like
feel
you
like
should
I want
do.
a half point.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, then
All
I
right.
need to pick out which one I'm going to switch out here. Also, before we get started,
Yeah.
I feel like we should all agree on. Going into the Latin America leg of the tour, do we want the winner to get some sort of prize? Do we want the loser to have some sort of punishment? This is something that we kind of all said would be a fun added stake to the game, but we haven't decided on what that would be.
And this is just Latin America.
I was thinking for every leg of the tour,
okay.
it restarts. That way we can just kind of keep it.
So this is the
Keep it
50
fun.
show leg until.
So this is the Latin America leg.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So
I
like
was
she's
thinking.
going to do Argentina, Brazil,
Got it. Okay.
right?
So there's 13 dates
Right.
where she's in Latin America.
Okay.
Yeah. So those 13 dates are like one bracket,
Got it. Okay.
right?
Sure.
Yeah. I was just looking at her post and she had a list of 50.
I think that's just international.
Okay.
But
That's
we'll
what I
do
thought we were
each-
doing.
we'll
Okay,
do
got it,
just,
got it,
like
got it.
each leg.
Okay.
So what would we want it to be? We did ask some of our listeners. Some people suggested that for whoever wins, the other 3 pitch in, I guess, like basically pay for like a piece of merch to get for the winner.
Oh.
That could be something. Someone else suggested that the loser has to host their own solo episode.
Boy, that's tough. That's hard.
But that
is
kind
tough.
of that is tough, but that makes you not want to be the loser.
Does it have to be 13 minutes long?
Ooh, I like
Because
that.
I would do, if it were me, if I lost, I wouldn't make it 13 minutes. I would just do
I'd make it 2 minutes.
3?
It has to be at least a 3-minute solo episode for the.
Oh,
loser.
that's easy. I can do 3 minutes.
How about
sure,
at
that's
least
it.
how about a 13-minute?
13 minutes is doable.
a 13
minutes
minute
is fine.
solo episode for the loser. That's an
on
idea.
any topic.
I mean Taylor Swift.
Well, sure, but like any Taylor
Yes.
Swift topic. Okay.
Yes.
That's fine.
Do we like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we like that?
I'm a fan of punishment over reward just because of that fear.
Because of the
Yeah.
fear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also some of the other suggestions we got was people keep wanting to see our unreleased lakes video. I'm gonna go ahead and say that is not gonna be on the table because that is only for me and Nick. It only applies for me and Nick.
And that's not just a punishment for us. That's
That's
a punishment for
for
the entire
everyone.
Swiftie community.
For everyone, and
it should not be seen.
I really just think that video should never be uploaded to the internet.
It's in the
ever.
vault. It's in our
It's
vault
in our
for
vault.
sure.
It's in our
vault.
it's in our vault.
If somebody buys our masters, we'll have to recreate it, and then it'll be 13
That would-
version.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to just do that or do we want
Yeah.
to go through any other ideas?
So you said 3 minutes.
13.
13 minutes.
gosh.
13 minute solo episode.
13 minutes solo-
3.
That's fun.
Okay.
13.
Yeah, that's fun. We can do that. Y'all can.
3
we can all do
minutes?
that.
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
Well, you're not gonna have to do it.
I'm just going to like read lyrics.
That's fine.
That's
okay.
fine
Do
as
it.
long as you do it for 13 minutes.
Okay, I will.
Okay?
Sure.
Decided?
All right.
All right. So loser has to host their own 13-minute special episode.
Loser.
Okay, so to recap Mexico City night 1, Nick, you had predicted I Forgot That You Existed and Mad Woman.
Yeah, super solid.
That is
What did
that
I
is a
roll
solid
for?
combo.
Solid combo.
I know, but I guess the same song.
Yes, you did, but
And
that,
I
but
wasn't
not with
solid.
Mad Woman. I said you were more solid,
Okay.
Amy.
Well,
That
so
was-
what was Amy's prediction?
That was a really good combo.
It was a good combo. Thank you.
Amy's prediction was I Forgot That You Existed and Snow on the Beach.
Yeah, great combo. Those songs really good
Lana
together.
was in Mexico, guys. It made sense.
It could still happen, right?
Well, yeah, and I'll get a half a point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lacey, you had said Haunted. Love that. And I did something bad. And I said Tim McGraw and The Way I Loved You. And then she ended up doing I Forgot That You Existed with Sweet Nothing.
Great.
That
Greatness.
combo
Mhm.
makes me just LOL. It's such a dig. But anyway, so Nick and Amy got a full point for that.
Yay. All right, so now Taylor Swift has 3 more nights in Mexico City, and let's start guessing what she's going to play for her surprise song. So I'm going to guess that tonight, Friday night, Taylor is going to play That's When and Sweet Nothing.
I hate you all. So my guess, I think.
Hold on. If I guess Sweet Nothing for every single guess,
No, you only
do
get
I
one.
get
No.
do I get multiple half points?
No.
Okay.
So I have me. Can't spell Mexico without me.
Oh,
Shoot,
that's cute.
Lacey took my joke.
That's
Oh,
on
that is
darn.
cute.
That's on the next night I was going to guess that.
I like that.
And also change.
Excellent.
those are good.
And
I-
Sweet Nothing. She's still gonna perform Sweet Nothing.
If
You
you
can't-
want to say she
You got to
does 3
swap out
surprise
one.
songs.
You gotta,
I'm not.
No, you
I'm
gotta
not.
swap it out. No. Okay.
Nope.
Amy.
I also picked me and Sweet Nothing.
Okay. I have Afterglow. Sweet Nothing. Hey, I'm not looking to host a 13-minute solo episode,
True,
so I'm
very
taking
true.
this half-point opportunity.
All right, so let's move on to Saturday. What is Taylor Swift going to perform for her surprise songs? I think Taylor's going to get on stage and she's going to perform Girl at Home and she's going to perform Me.
Sorry.
All right. Well, on Saturday, Sabrina Carpenter is opening. She's going to be opening for a little bit for her. But
I think she's doing the entire Latin America leg.
okay. So I'm not going to throw out all my Sabrina Carpenter guesses, but if she reaches out and says, oh, who wants to hear this song? I'm picking this because Sabrina Carpenter, it's going to be Happiness. I think she'll play Happiness and Better Than Revenge. I'm still waiting on that one.
Can I ask how Happiness is connected to Sabrina Carpenter?
She has named that as being one of her favorite songs, or she's covered it, one or the other. Let me look.
Okay.
Let me look real
No,
quick.
I was just curious.
I have for Saturday night, I did something bad and peace.
Ooh.
Oh. Two opposites.
She covered Happiness. Sabrina Carpenter covered Happiness from Taylor Swift.
Okay.
hmm
Love that. Okay, for night 3, I have Dancing with Our Hands Tied and Foolish One. For no real reason.
That's okay.
All right, so let's move on to Sunday night, shall we? What is Taylor Swift going to play Sunday, Mexico City for the surprise songs? I'm thinking she's going to play Dancing with Our Hands Tied
Oh, okay.
and Hoax.
Good. For Sunday, I also have Dancing with Our Hands Tied.
Oh, wow, we're all feeling it, huh?
Mm-hmm. And finally, she's going to do Cornelia Street.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I saw something earlier on Twitter. Somebody posted something about how, like, eventually, you know, if she's putting off the songs that she doesn't want to sing for emotional reasons, then eventually there's going to be a crowd that gets Cornelia Street and You're Losing Me. And there's just no way to prepare for that emotionally.
Yeah.
And then the next crowd's going to get Christmas Tree Fun. And that's it. That's all she's got left.
Yeah. Does she have shows around Christmas time? Because, I mean, that'd be pretty good to do Christmas Tree
Let's
Farm,
see.
Like, around
I think she
Christmas
ends
time.
in November.
I think she does too.
Yeah, November 26th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving
But
farm.
she could play it then.
It would be funny. All right. Well, Mexico City is also considered the city of palaces. And the only lyric that I could find of hers that had palace was from Castles Crumbling. So I am guessing that and Safe and Sound because I think they sound great together.
They do. Okie dokie, artichokey.
What's going on?
I'm just a little tired.
You're a little loopy.
I want
Yeah.
to say Sabrina Carpenter covered Safe and Sound as well.
Oh,
Let me
that's a good
double check
one.
that. But
Nice.
I had that, but then I saw that she was continuing with the tour, so I didn't feel like she was going to do all Sabrina Carpenter songs, but that would be beautiful for them to do together.
It would.
Did y'all see when Sabrina Carpenter was little? She did a cover of Picture to Burn.
Yes.
And she played the video like before she went on stage, like
Oh,
on the
that's fun.
screens. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
great.
really?
Yeah, like played like on the
Aw.
screens. It was like baby Sabrina Carpenter singing Picture to Burn.
Love that.
So cute. I love it. Okay, so Mexico City night 4. So after this, she's going to take a little bit of a break, right, until November.
Yep.
So I'm going to say Dear Reader and Long Story Short, you know? Be like, see you guys in a little bit. See you guys post 1989, Taylor's version.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right? I assume she's going to like basically do promo while she's in October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
There we go.
there we go.
There we go.
So this is kind of exciting, but also kind of nerve-wracking because whatever our scores are after this weekend, we just kind of have to sit with them until
we got to sit
until
on.
November.
You know, we never really talked about. Is there some drama with like picking Sabrina Carpenter to be the opening act with like
What do you
Olivia Rodrigo and everything? Because I've seen a lot of people on TikTok talking about it. 2 years ago, Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo, they were BFFs, posting pictures together. Olivia talked about Taylor Swift all the time. And then there was issues with Taylor Swift being credited on Olivia Rodrigo's albums for a couple different songs, and sounded like there was some falling out, and Olivia had to pay up to Taylor Swift. And we were all like, oh, yeah, Olivia should open whenever Taylor goes on tour. And, Olivia hadn't talked a whole lot about Taylor. Taylor hadn't talked a whole lot about Olivia. And then Taylor picked Sabrina Carpenter to go on tour, who Sabrina and Olivia are like mortal enemies. Is there anything there?
I think that if you want to look into it, there could be. I think surface level, but I've always been under the assumption that, like, I think when Olivia Rodrigo was coming up, she was obviously a Swiftie and talking about Taylor a lot. I have a feeling that, like, maybe her team was like, hey, you don't want to be known as, like, the Taylor Swift girl for forever.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe as you're building your image, try to not,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
kind of like build your own image. And also, she got a lot of really mean stuff online, I
Mhm.
feel like. So maybe she kind of just wanted to, like, stay away from it. And it could have been a timing thing. She's gearing up to release her second album.
Sure.
So she wouldn't release a second album and open for someone else on tour
Oh, sure.
at the same time,
Yeah.
So
And Sabrina Carpenter got shamed in the whole Olivia Rodrigo situation. And as women, we're not supposed to be shaming other women. So I think she kind of got the backlash like Taylor used to get, where
Oh,
she's just
yeah.
automatically the bad girl in this situation. And so maybe Taylor's trying to raise her up. Because she wasn't, I mean, I don't know that anything was her fault. You still have to have a choice to do something, exactly like how she changed the lyrics in Better Than Revenge. It's not the woman's fault that the
Right.
guy did something.
Sure.
So I don't know. I didn't think of it like that. I personally felt bad for hating Sabrina Carpenter there for a little bit whenever Driver's License came out. And it's like, you're
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter. And then you realize she's a kid and it wasn't really her fault. I mean, you can't place all the blame on her.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of drama that we know, what has been going on this week, y'all?
oh my God.
It has been a crazy, crazy week. And is it just by chance that it's also the anniversary of Taylor Swift blacking out her social media for Reputation?
I think it's definitely Tayvoodoo.
Wow.
Did you say Tayvoodoo?
Yeah, have you guys not seen people say that?
No, I
Tayvoodoo.
love
Yeah,
it. though.
it's like Taylor Swift's like karma, like Tayvoodoo, like, what goes around comes around kind of thing. It's like, it's kind of interesting how over the years, people have asked me. No, but like if you really look at like the whole spectrum, like Taylor's enemies have kind of, started like fallen one by one, and people call it Tayvoodoo. Basically
Love
a
it.
karma, but yeah, I think I think the timing is Tayvoodoo in the works.
They'll defeat themselves before
They
you get the chance to swing.
Because in case you didn't know, we are referring to Scooter Braun,
Who?
right?
I'm not sure
Is
who
that
that
what
is.
we're talking about?
Never heard of him before.
Found out his real name is Scott.
So, yes, several of Scooter's high-profile clients have ditched him, parted ways, whatever you want to call it.
Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, allegedly Justin Bieber, but that hasn't been confirmed, right? That was the first one that was rumored.
Right.
That was rumored, and then I read this morning that he is actually in contract with like Scooter Braun and like Scooter Braun projects until 2027. But according to sources, which is something you always have to like take with a grain of salt, but according to sources, Justin Bieber has hired a lawyer to get him out of that contract.
Yeah, and that he's looking for new management.
Yeah.
And Adina Menzel. Did I say her name correctly?
It's Adele Dazeem.
Yeah.
One of
how
the
you say it.
funniest clips ever.
And then I also saw this morning Carly Rae Jepsen was another one.
Oh.
But I didn't
Interesting.
know. I don't.
I
Sometimes
saw that too.
Sometimes I don't know if headlines are real or if I'm falling
Sure.
for like Photoshop or something. I don't know.
And
But
so,
they all parted ways like immediately, one right after the other. And then Scooter Braun, because he's so funny, he goes on Twitter and says, I'd also like to say I'm not representing myself anymore.
That was dumb.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But what's the scandal? There's been blind items saying FBI really is involved. Did Taylor mastermind all of this? But then other people are saying FBI is absolutely not involved. So I mean, who knows? Who knows? But I'm here for it.
for several people to leave, all at once, something has to have happened, I would assume.
It
Yeah.
speaks volumes. They're
So-
not just choosing to leave him at this time. Something happened.
And I think something that's also really telling is, and again, maybe they're doing it for headlines, for clickbait, but the language is like, Scooter Braun dropped by Ariana Grande, or like,
Yeah.
you know, kind of like the language of like he's getting dropped and not like, oh, they've just, their contract is over
Parting
and they
ways.
parted
Mhm.
ways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, like the language is all really, really interesting. And then his camp has been saying that it's because he just doesn't want to be a talent manager anymore.
Mhm.
Like he's been trying to get out of it for a couple years. But to me, that gives very much, you didn't fire me, I quit.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. I have a feeling that something's going to come out soon. I don't know what, but something's going to come out.
Yeah,
soon.
was there a shady business deal going on? Who knows? Was there something personal that went down that people are like, I'm not going to work with this person anymore? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. And then even the article I was reading on Variety was saying that, you know, his camp says one thing, the artist camp say another thing, that nobody's telling the truth. Like the
Yeah.
truth is somewhere, but nobody's sharing it. So I don't know if like something like will actually come out, if his team is working overtime to make sure that whatever it is doesn't. I don't know. One of the things that I thought of was, remember when all of the whole things happened with the Masters and he tried to get Taylor Swift to sign an ironclad NDA saying that she would never speak negatively of him?
Yes.
Who else has he made sign that NDA?
Right.
For
so,
sure. Yeah, you know, to me, the biggest sign that something's up is when Justin Bieber leaves him. I mean, Justin and Scooter, they're inseparable. Their careers, they
Yeah.
each grew each other's career. And for Justin to part ways, that says a lot. Demi Lovato wants to leave. Ariana Grande wants to leave. That's one thing. But when Justin Bieber leaves, the person that you brought up, and he's the person that brought you up, man,
yeah. But the
That's
fact that
tough.
it's happening all at once,
Totally.
that also is a big flag.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
And then I heard on Dumois, the gossip site podcast, they were saying that there's also rumors, and she was like, you know, again, it's a rumor, but there's also rumors that he overspent on Taylor's Masters and
Right.
hasn't been able to recover.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Well, but
Would be
he
interesting.
bought them, but then he sold them.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know about all the finances in between.
Mm.
But again, that's
Yeah.
just rumor, speculation. But
Could
yeah,
be.
interesting timing.
Yeah.
Juicy. And we are hearing little clips from Reputation on an Amazon show. Look What You Made Me Do. And then there was another for The Summer I Turned Pretty, but I didn't finish watching that. What Reputation song was in Summer?
Delicate.
Delicate, yeah. So we've now heard two little pieces from Reputation and this major fallout that's happened this week. It's eerie. It's eerie.
It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then did you see that Ed Sheeran had said that they haven't re-recorded Endgame yet?
I did see that.
Yes.
I don't believe that though.
Have you seen his track list for his new album that he's coming
Autumn
out with?
Variations?
Yes, one of the songs is Midnight.
Really?
Mm.
So I think every song is about a friend, and
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
wondering.
good concept.
I wonder if Midnight is about his friend Taylor.
Oh,
Could be.
and they were hanging out recently.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
that's cute.
And he posted his profile picture of an acorn. I'm not going to let that drop. I'm still waiting on Acorn.
Yeah.
Project Acorn?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Me
They
too.
were filming
There-
something in her
there's-
apartment building?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
so many things that I'm still waiting on.
I always thought Project Acorn was just related to All Too Well 10-minute version.
I thought it was I Bet You Think About Me. No?
I
Something. It
don't-
was something.
we
I mean, it
ass-
was during the Red era,
Right,
but
right.
Red
I think
Taylor's
we
version era.
assumed it because of the turnaround. It was too quick that it couldn't have been.
Oh,
I bet
yeah.
you can't think about me, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll find out.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But it's, as always, a great time to be a Swiftie.
Oh, I do want to share a theory from Nikki King on TikTok. Taylor's been in this 112-day loop where she's releasing music in 112 days. And the first songs that she kicked off last night was a first track and a 12th track, which kind of leads to the 112 days. To get more in depth on that, go to Nikki King. She explains it perfectly, but how she's been spacing out her eras between 112 days. And she kind of alluded to that last night with her surprise song choices.
Very cool.
Mhm.
Very, very cool. There's something else I was going to say. Oh, we now have 3 1989 variants Do you guys think we're going to get a fourth? Right? Yeah, like a pink one.
I thought. Wait, how many did she release? There
Well,
was
she
four
did.
different
She did 4 like CDs,
CDs.
but now she's released 3
Albums.
vinyls.
Gotcha.
Yeah, with the actual cover showing.
Mhm.
So I guess we're just waiting on the 4th one.
Yeah, I
Right?
believe so.
So that's cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
And I saw BuzzFeed was complaining that Swifties are saying she's doing a money grab. And I want to know what Swifties are saying that, because Taylor has always done this with her different variants. And
No, you
stuff.
want to know what? I'm really petty. I looked into the girl that wrote that article.
Uh-huh.
She's always written negative articles about Taylor
Okay.
on BuzzFeed. That's like her 4th or 5th one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't read, but I just saw that and it made me roll my eyes, because it's like,
No, me
okay, well,
too.
don't buy the albums if that's the case.
Me too.
I personally, I have not yet, because I have bought plenty of albums already. I haven't yet because I'm waiting to see what all she's going to drop.
Right, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
I did buy all of them because I panic.
But what I will be buying is all the concert tickets that I can.
It's so funny though, Lacey, that you brought that up, because I saw somebody on Twitter saying like, I forget, somebody was like just complaining about one little thing, and somebody responded being like, "Careful what you say, you're gonna end up in a BuzzFeed article."
Or Taylor gonna cast her voodoo on you.
Tayvoodoo.
All right, well, I think that does it for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift Fan Podcast. Please subscribe to us wherever you're listening to us right now. Leave us a good review. Leave us a 5-star rating. And join us next time. We're going to break down the story of us.
Next chapter.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift Fan Podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.